Step into a darkened room where a table thrusts toward you and candlelight slices figures from the gloom. This is Caravaggio's The Supper at Emmaus, the gospel moment when two disciples finally recognize the risen Christ as he breaks bread. Painted in Rome around 1601, it's Caravaggio at his most daring and immediate. The painter puts the revelation within arm's reach: rough linen, everyday crockery, an innkeeper mid-service, and a sudden hush around those poised hands. Caravaggio doesn't whisper. He snaps the scene into focus with light and gesture, turning a simple meal into a shock of recognition. Before we dive in, don't forget to like and subscribe. Your support helps us keep creating more educational videos like this one. At the center, Christ in red and green holds the room's still point. His hands hover over the bread, one in blessing, the other open, inviting, and time seems to pause between them. Caravaggio paints a youthful, beardless Savior, face calm yet newly luminous, as if the light itself answers the moment of recognition. The green cloak gathers the glow along the shoulder, the red tunic burns low like embers. Below, the fruit basket and plate project toward us. Edging past the table line, he meets us eye level, collapsing sacred distance into human proximity. Perspective becomes participation. We are close enough to feel the breath of the scene. Even the shadows seem to defer, clearing a stage around his quiet command. Now slide left to the disciple who springs up, arm thrust wide. That muted brown-green sleeve snatches the raking light, and the cloth bunches over muscle like a wave breaking. Caravaggio carves the gesture out of darkness with chiaroscuro, making the elbow feel dangerously close to our space. You can read the shock traveling from shoulder to fingertips, a physical telegram of belief arriving all at once. It's the body understanding before the mind catches up. You can almost hear the gasp as the truth lands. Baroque drama lives in this single sweep. Drop your gaze to the still life. White linen creased with use, a crust of bread, and a brimming basket perched right at the brink. The wicker and fruit cast crisp, theatrical shadows, sharpening the edge so it feels perilously real. Caravaggio's realism delights in blemishes and weight. You sense the pull of gravity on every grape, and the scratch of straw. That precarious overhang hints at a tipping point. The world about to change as recognition dawns. It dares you to reach out. It's a still life that refuses to sit still. Step back to take in Caravaggio's style. Tenebrism, those fierce contrasts of light and dark, acts like stage lighting, isolating action, silencing distraction. Figures are modeled from life, without halos or ideal polish. Their gestures choreographed to read instantly across the room. Space is shallow, the table a thrust stage into our world. This is Baroque naturalism at full voltage, urgent, tangible, and aimed straight at the senses. In The Supper at Emmaus, revelation arrives not as a distant vision, but across a table you could touch. Caravaggio fusioned faith, theater, and everyday texture, and he invites you to sit within the shock of recognition. Stay with that breathless pause, the moment when the ordinary tilts and everything suddenly makes sense.